there. I'm Kiosha.
And I'm Shane, and this is the Happiest Mouse podcast. On this episode, episode 7, we're going to be previewing the Flower and Garden Festival that's going to be taking place in Epcot. And the festival actually starts March 2nd and runs through July 4th. We're going to be attending this festival. So it's actually our very first festival in Epcot, but our second festival overall. And so we wanted to preview the foodie guide that they have on the Disney Parks website, the Disney Parks blog website. And so everyone who's watching us here on YouTube, if you can hit that like button, hit subscribe. Those of you that are listening on Spotify or your favorite podcasting app, please leave a rating and review because it does help our show grow. Yeah, so we're really excited about this. So we just wanted to go over it, discuss the offerings that they're going to be having at these different booths. And we recorded this already, but after we went to go edit it, the audio was not working. So This is take 2. So originally I had said I did not look at this menu and it was going to be a complete surprise on everything I was reviewing, but Kiosha had reviewed some of it, but now that's no longer true.
So we are still excited.
We're still excited though.
And we're going to keep that same excitement for you guys and just kind of preview these foods. We will warn you, this is a lot of food.
A lot of food.
There's about 20 booths. So this is going to be probably one of our longer episodes, one of our longer videos. So just keep that in mind.
And even though we've reviewed this, the words that we cannot pronounce, we still will not be able to pronounce on this one.
And we apologize. If you know how to pronounce them, feel free to correct us in the comments or just let us know. There's a lot of different cultures, of course, at Epcot. So there's a lot of words that we as Americans don't know how to say. But nonetheless, we might not be able to pronounce it, but we're still going to eat it.
Hey, that's my line. But let's go ahead and dive right in. And so there's a lot of food, a lot of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll go to the first booth. It's called the Flavorful Kitchen, hosted by Advent Health. The location is between Imagination and Refreshment Port. Just kind of give you an idea. And so the food items that are at this location are going to be a grilled street corn on the cob with savory garlic spread. Sounds good. It says it's gluten-friendly, wheat-friendly, and it's also plant-based. The other food item is going to be a seared salmon with farro risotto and micro herbs. And then there's a dessert offering there that's a strawberry mousse with chocolate chip pearls. And now we'll put links in the description below on the YouTube channel here, but also in the description on the podcast for the link to this article for the Disney Parks blog, because there are pictures, not for every item that's mentioned, but most of the items from each booth. And the pictures that they're displaying for this booth is for the seared salmon, and it looks good. I mean, nice, bright, vibrant colors. It doesn't look great. Like, I don't think I'm going to have to go out of my way to get this dish, but it looks good. And I mean, I do like salmon, so I might end up getting it. And the same thing with the strawberry mousse with chocolate crisp pearls. It looks like they have a couple gummy worms with it. So I mean, it looks really appetizing. It looks good. The beverages offered at this location are a blood orange agua fresca, which is non-alcoholic, and a cookie butter worms and dirt.
So this cookie butter worms and dirt, it sounds a little strange to me as a drink. It kind of makes me think of that dessert where it's chocolate pudding with crunched up Oreos and they put gummy worms in it. It's like worms and dirt or something like that. It kind of reminds me of that.
What are you talking about?
So there's a dessert that people make for kids, and it's a pudding. It's like a chocolate pudding.
Oh, they put layers.
So it's chocolate pudding.
Oh, okay.
Then they put crunched up Oreos on top of that, which is like your dirt.
Yeah.
Then you put gummy worms on top of that. And it looks like, worms and dirt.
I see. Well, it's called cookie butter worms and dirt, so that makes sense. I just realized, though, cookie butter. There's the cookie butter we used to get from Trader Joe's, remember?
Uh-huh.
That was really good. So now that I'm kind of like piecing that together,
this
might actually be really good.
Okay. I don't know.
Right? Remember that cookie? You know what I'm talking about?
I know the cookie butter.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. But I don't know
If you've had that cookie butter from Trader Joe's, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Let me know if you know in the comments.
But as a drink, though?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So
we'll see. We're not sure if we're going to get it.
Yeah.
We're just trying to preview all these because when we previewed the Lunar Food Festival for Disney California Adventure, we were kind of like, okay, we're going to try that. We're going to try that. And we ended up being able to try most of the things, but we didn't get everything. So we're kind of just previewing these offerings because there's so many. We know for a fact there's no way we're going to be able to eat all of these foods because we're only going to Epcot for one day on our next trip. And we're actually going to be there in a couple weeks. Yay. We leave 2 weeks from tomorrow as of the recording of this. And then once this podcast and episode is live on YouTube and on Spotify, it'll be 2 weeks that we're going to be actually at Epcot the day this launches. So we originally had plans to go to Rose and Crown.
Yes.
We had made a reservation for Rose and Crown on the day at Epcot before we knew that the Garden and Flower, I always say it the wrong name. Flower and Garden Festival. There we go. Flower comes first. Flower and Garden Festival.
Yes.
We had our plans made before we knew the dates. And once we heard the dates, we were like, man, that's going to be good. A lot of food. And then as of just yesterday, actually, we still had our Rose and Crown reservations and we were talking and we were like, you know what? Let's just cancel our Rose and Crown reservation because there's going to be so many food booths that we want to try that we're just not going to be as hungry if we do both. So we canceled that. But there's some dishes on here that we reviewed. We thought we recorded the audio when we didn't. That I'm really looking forward to, and I can't wait to discuss those with you.
And I will say we do have. So for our trip, we are going with a larger group. So it was harder for us to get reservations, which is why on the Epcot day, it's only going to be the two of us in Epcot. So we figured we can do some reservations that day. But we are going to be going to Steakhouse 71. That one we did get a reservation for. So we'll definitely leave a review, do a whole video and review about Steakhouse 71. We're also going to do a whole video, probably series, because there's so much food, about all these foods that we're going to review. But moving on, we'll move on to the next cart. I guess, I don't know if they're carts or booths, what you call them.
Yeah. I think
a booth.
Most of them are booths, but
okay.
I mean, some of them might be small enough to be carts.
So the next one is called the Epcot Sunshine Griddle. And this is going to be near Test Track, and it's presented by Chevrolet.
I think I know where I'm going for breakfast.
Yes. So when we were reviewing the menu, we realized that this is definitely breakfast themed. So this is probably going to be one of the first ones. But they have an avocado toast with marinated toy box tomatoes on a toasted ciabatta. So, and this is a plant-based meal. So I'm always down for an avocado toast. I love avocados. I can pretty much cut one open with a spoon, eat it. I'm happy. So,
what's a toy box tomato though? I've never heard of those. Do you know?
I'm not really sure.
But put her on the spot. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But based on the picture, I think they're the little small tomatoes, the ones that are sometimes called cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes. They look really small.
Okay.
I'm not sure what makes them toy box, but I'm going to say it's because they're small. So.
Okay.
The next thing that will definitely be for Shane and not for me is going to be shrimp and grits. And so this is going to be blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits with brown gravy and sweet corn salsa.
It sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious. Yeah. I just can't eat shrimp.
Yeah. And the picture they have on this one, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This kind of, just reading the description kind of gives me that New Orleans feel. So, yeah.
The next two items, though, I mean, all four of the food items that we're going to discuss for this booth look amazing. And we might end up trying all four if we go to this booth. But if we go to this booth, I think the next two would be my must-to tries. Yeah. For sure. And go ahead.
So the next two, So the next one, not the next two, but the next one is going to be corned beef brisket hash with house-made potato barrels, onions, peppers, cheese curds, and a soft poached egg with Tabasco hollandaise. So
I can almost taste it already.
Yeah. You had me at brisket. So we're going to share all of the food. So basically probably how this is going to work is I'm going to eat a couple bites first, not break the egg, the poached egg, and then Shane will finish off with all the weird runny yolk. I don't like runny yolk.
Yeah, you don't like the runny yolk.
But this all sounds delicious. It would probably taste delicious with scrambled eggs, but scrambled eggs doesn't really go with the hollandaise sauce. So, yeah. The next thing is fried cinnamon roll bites with cream cheese frosting and candied bacon. Sounds delicious. Yes.
It looks delicious too.
Yes.
There's a nice picture on there.
Yeah. So the beverages that they have available is a Fruit Loops shake, which sounds, I think of it maybe as like a strawberry ice cream shake, but we're not sure. What do you think, Shane?
No.
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 Wow.
No, but like, and we talked about this a little bit when we recorded it the first time, but the Fruit Loops shake to me, like Fruit Loops to me does not taste anything like strawberries. Like it just tastes like it's just sugar, right? So I don't see how a Fruit Loops shake is going to taste like strawberry. Like you sell me on that.
I guess I'm comparing it to strawberry shake in the fruitiness of it, but I'm not really sure.
I don't know what you mean by that.
The fruitiness as far as like, I don't know. That's the word that I have. I'm not gonna sell you on it. I don't even want the Fruit Loops.
I mean,
shake,
I don't know. Like I haven't, to be fair, I haven't eaten Fruit Loops in a long time. But Fruit Loops to me, it doesn't have a fruit flavor. It's just like, it's Cheerios with better sugar, right? Or I guess Cheerios doesn't really have sugar, but you know what I mean. It's just, yeah.
I don't know. I haven't eaten cereal in years, so I don't really know.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to be good.
It might be good.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be really sweet, and I have no problem trying it. I just don't expect it to taste anything like strawberry. Okay. But that's just me. We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel, and so you can see our review on that if we try it, and we can tell you.
Yeah. But this next drink is definitely going to be for me. This is a Joffrey's Coffee cold brew cocktail with milk, rum, and coffee liqueur and vanilla vodka.
Sounds really good.
Sounds really good. Again, I might be wrong, but this reminds me of a White Russian. And I like White Russians, so I think this would be good. And I love coffee, so.
She does love coffee. I love coffee too.
So yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. The next booth is the Honey Bistro, which is hosted by National Honey Board. So the food items here, the first one is a Tupelo honey and sweet corn spoon bread with jalapenos, bacon, and house-made whipped honey butter. Honey butter. Makes me think of Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, if you know, you know.
Yeah, with the honey cinnamon butter.
Yeah. Oh, cinnamon in that one, huh? That's true. It looks really good. The picture they have, it kind of looks like a little bundt cake. I guess with that honey butter inside and then a couple pieces of bacon sticking out. It looks like the jalapeno is baked into the bread. But this sounds and looks delicious. It doesn't look too big. It looks, but yeah, we'll have to see about that one. It looks really good. The next food item they have here is a lavender honey mustard marinated chicken flatbread with whipped honey ricotta cheese, marinated vegetables, and goat cheese. This sounds really good. This might be a stop that we have to make as well. And I hate trying to tie us down to like we have to do this, we have to do this, because there's almost 20 booths. We know there's no way we're going to hit everything. So we're probably just going to take it as we go. And if we're hungry at that time, we're going to order something and we'll see how long the line is. Who knows? We're just going to, it's going to be busy. We're going during a spring break week. So we know it's going to be just packed. Yeah. So we're just going to go have a good time and just see what we can try. The next item is a sweet treat. It is a local wildflower honey mascarpone cheesecake. And it has orange blossom honey whipped cream, whipped honey, crystallized honey, honeycomb, and dehydrated honey. All different kinds of honey. That just is like, I don't know how, I didn't even know there was that many different kinds of honey. And then it also has a fennel pollen meringue kisses. And it looks like, according to the picture, there's 3. And it looks like Hershey Kisses, but it's going to be made out of honey meringue, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it looks delicious. It looks great. And then there's a few beverage options. So there's going to be a honey peach freeze, which will come in a souvenir bee cup. And I guess it's called Spike the Bee is the name of the mascot. And a cute little sipper. It says limit 2 per guest. This drink is non-alcoholic. Looks like we have a lemonade mead. Also an orange blossom honey wine. That sounds really good. And then a honey peach freeze with blueberry vodka. Mm-hmm. So there's some good sounding drinks here. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have a hard choice on what to get.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
So many options, and just we're gonna be eating and drinking a lot, I think.
I know. As like every time we come to one of these booths, as we're reading them, we're just like, oh, there's too many options. There's too many options. So,
but I will say, we did okay when we made sure we split the things that we ordered when we went to DCA. We did split them.
Yeah.
The second, when we went at night and finished off the Lunar New Year foods, that's kind of when we had more trouble. And I think it was because we wanted to try to get everything, so we had all this food at one time. So I think if we just do like a snack here, walk a little bit, look at some stuff, then get another snack, let it settle, then get another snack, I think we should be hopefully a little bit better. At least that's my strategy. It might change day of, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, and what's nice, what can be nice, right, is because a lot of these booths, I think, are going to be in the show, what do you call the
World Showcase?
The World Showcase, mm-hmm. Right? And so you can walk from one pavilion to the mm-hmm. next. And each pavilion, right, we can order what we want there, mm-hmm. kind of like just grab a spot, mm-hmm. eat, maybe walk around that pavilion, do whatever else we need to do a little shopping, maybe mm-hmm. do some pin trading, mm-hmm. right? And then we can walk on to the next country, and then it's not too bad, right?
Right.
So it's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
Yes. So the next booth I'm actually really excited for, and not for the food. I mean, the food is okay, but let's talk about it. So the next booth is the Citrus Blossom, and this is going to be near Port of Entry. So your food options are going to be a Christie Mojo marinated pork belly with avocado cream, corn salsa, salsa verde, and plantain chips. They're also going to have a tuna
I think it's
tataki bowl with spicy yuja glaze, mango, avocado, and papadum crisp.
That's a lot of unique words in that one. Yeah. Tuna tataki bowl with spicy yuzu glaze, mango, avocado, and papadum crisp.
Yes. And the picture for this one, it kind of looks a little like, to me, it looks like a small little poke bowl. If you've ever had that, it doesn't really look that appetizing to me. But if you like fish or if you like sushi, this might be something that you would enjoy from the picture.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is going to make sense, but the pictures of these two items look amazing. Like, they look appealing, but not appetizing, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not looking at these like, oh my gosh, I'm craving them. Mm-hmm. But they are beautiful to look at. Yeah. And they look like they taste good. Like, mm-hmm. they look like they're going to taste good. But they're just not to me, it's not like, oh yeah, I got to try that. Now, maybe I will, maybe I won't. They look refreshing, though. Mm-hmm. If it was a hot day. Yeah. Like, because this festival, like we said, runs from March 2nd to July 2nd, I think it is? July 4th?
July 4th.
It's June 4th, isn't it? Oh, no, it's July 4th.
July 4th.
Yeah, March 2nd through July 4th. Mm-hmm. So, once it starts getting hotter, these two dishes look like they would be really refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they're going to cool you down or anything, but it's just one of those things that, it kind of gives you a little bit of more pep in your step. You know, kind of a light meal that could kind of just give you what you need to go throughout the rest of your day.
Yeah. And then your dessert option is going to be a grapefruit tart, and it's going to be grapefruit curd, lychee jam, ginger mousse, and some more of that yuja cream.
Yeah.
Now,
lychee.
So Shane is becoming obsessed with lychee after he had his lychee drink in DCA. So he might just get this because it said it had lychee.
Yeah.
But
I'm not. We're talking about it. We're both not really a huge fan of grapefruit. We don't really get it a lot. I don't dislike it. It's okay. It's not something I eat because they're very tart, and you have to time it just right on those. In my experience, like sometimes they can be too sour and too tart. But because it has lychee, I'll probably try it. The drink that they had in DCA, it was so good. I got it twice. Like almost anything. I think that's gonna be my thing. Anything that has lychee, I'm trying it. Yeah. Just as like a running. Not really a joke, but just like, it's lychee. I gotta try it.
He's got to try it. Yeah. So we'll keep you, of course, we'll keep you updated. But now on to what I'm actually excited for.
And it's not food.
It's not. So the beverage offerings at this booth, the first one is going to be an orange lemon smoothie in, wait for it, a souvenir orange bird sipper cup. So you'll quickly learn I do like to collect the sippers, and this is one that I'm going to really try to get, and hopefully they don't sell out like the Figment popcorn bucket. Yeah. But
thankfully we'll be going, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but thankfully we'll be going early during the festival because it starts, next week, and we'll be there, 2 weeks later. So. Yeah.
But I just think it's so cute, and it's just going to look really cute in my background here. I think I might need to redo my background so you can actually see all the sippers, but
you have a couple more, huh? So much.
I have Mulan over here that you can't see, and then I have Minnie.
Yeah, and then technically we have a little alien.
Oh, we have the alien.
That's my sipper, but I'll let you put it in your.
And he hasn't let me put it in my office yet, but it's coming.
Because you know how that goes, right? It's no longer your sweater; it's our sweater. It's going to be the same thing with the sipper. Anywho's.
It is my... All right. The other drink options you have here are going to be key lime hibiscus ale, an orange peel ale, a citrus honey cream ale, orange sunshine wine slushy, or a beer flight. So our kind of idea for Rose and Crown was to sample some of the different beers and I guess spirits that they have there. Shane really likes to get beer like flights so he can taste different kinds.
Yeah, especially when I go to a new place that I haven't been that like there specializes in beer, has different flavors. I try to get their local like whatever their flight is, so I can try a little bit of everything. That way I know what to get next time I go.
Yeah. So it's really exciting that so many of these booths have that option of beer flights. So you can try the different ones because there's two of us, we can share them, and it's really not going to be that much to drink.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing too I like is they're a lot smaller portions. So
yeah.
All right. The next booth is the refreshment port, which says it's near Canada, and they have one food item. Mm-hmm. It's a house-made Italian sausage and peppers poutine. Now, we both have never tried poutine before. No. It looks appetizing, looks very good. Maybe we will try it. It's something that I wouldn't mind trying. I'll say it that way. It's plant-based, and it's gluten-free and wheat-friendly. Because I guess it's potatoes. Yeah, that makes sense. So the beverages here, they have a salted cucumber apple hard cider. That's interesting to me. I can't wrap my mind of having cucumber and apple and it being salted, like a salted, I don't know. I'm sure it works. Maybe we'll try it. But I don't know. It just seems like such an interesting thing. Yeah. One of those things, and I'm pretty much going to say the same thing about the next booth we talk about. But this drink, it's like one of those things where it sounds so different that it's probably really good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the next drink is the lavender martini, which is vodka with lavender and lemon.
That sounds delicious to me, and I don't know if it's just because it's lavender, which is purple, or not, and I like martinis, so I like vodka martinis, so I think I'm going to try this just because it sounds delicious to me, so I'm excited. So the next booth is going to be the Pineapple Promenade. This is going to be near Port of Entry. And so they really have 2 food options, but I don't know if the second one is technically a food or not, but
it's more of a sweet treat, but it's a food. You eat it, it's edible, so
okay.
Yeah, it's food.
So their choices is going to be a spicy hot dog with pineapple chutney and plantain chips. And for desserts, you got the Dole Whip.
Classic Dole Whip. Yeah. And so that's the spicy hot dog is the one I was talking about. Like, it's one of those things that sound, it's like, it's weird. Like, I don't know why you would combine those things, a spicy hot dog, pineapple chutney, and plantain chips. But it just might be so crazy it works. You know? So, because of all the other food options, I don't know if it's something I'll end up even trying. But if I'm nearby, I see it, I realize, hey, that's the cart or the booth that has the hot dog, and I'm hungry at that moment, I may try it.
I have no desire to try this. I am a simple hot dog kind of girl. Hot dog with ketchup, and I'm good. Don't put anything else on it. Nothing, like, at all. So this doesn't appeal to me at all. But
I wonder if this is going to start a battle. Is it going to be like pineapple on pizza or pineapple on hot dogs? Which is better, which is worse, or whichever way that's going to go.
Yeah, no. So the beverages here are, your choices are frozen desert violet lemonade, which is non-alcoholic. You have a Dole Whip with Fanta.
That sounds good.
You have a tropical Hefe wheat ale. Fresh pressed mango, pineapple, and guava wheat ale.
That sounds good.
Yes. A hazy Pebbles fruity hazy milkshake.
Oh, man. It's really hazy. It's in there twice.
Yeah. I'm not sure why that is. We'll have to ask
because after you drink that much sugar, you're gonna be in a haze.
I guess so.
You have two cereal milkshakes to try.
Yeah, I maybe because I haven't eaten cereal in so long, it doesn't really appeal to me to have a cereal milkshake, but it might be really good.
I think the Fruity Pebbles is gonna taste like oranges.
Okay. Moving on.
Oh, didn't even want to entertain that one, huh?
No, not at all.
You know I was making fun of you?
Yes.
Okay.
We've been married long enough. I know when he's making fun of me. Anyway, the next option is going to be violet lemonade ale. And then you also have a sparkling pineapple wine and a Dole Whip topped with mango cream liqueur. And then you have a pineapple beer flight. So a lot of these beers or ales sounded really good. So this might be a place that we need to get the flight and just sample all of them.
And a lot of it, of course, is going to be based on the prices, right? If it's cheaper to get the flight, then we'll definitely do that. Most likely, we'll get the flight at most of the locations, unless we just look at them and we're like, you know what, only one of those sounds good, then we'll probably get that one. Yeah.
And they are going to have a sip and savor pass like they did for the Lunar New Year. So we'll keep you updated on whether or not we buy that or not. I don't
think I've seen any prices.
Yeah, I haven't seen the prices. So we're just going to have to, when we get there, we'll figure out what we want to do as far as price, what's the most cost effective for us. So
it seemed to work out for us. So we'll play it by ear once we get there.
Yeah.
All right, the next booth is the Trowel and Trellis, hosted by Impossible. So it's going to be basically no meat, right? More for our vegetarian and vegan friends.
Yep.
Well, maybe not vegan, but... Is it vegan?
I think some of them might be. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how strict the vegan diet is.
It's at least vegetarian.
Yes.
That much I know.
Yeah.
And so this location is near near Disney Traders. The first food item is a grilled baby vegetables with hummus, cream, and red pepper. Is it coulis? I don't know. It's Coulis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is. But the picture of this looks fantastic. The colors of these vegetables, it looks amazing. I would eat this.
I mean, it has hummus. What more
Yeah,
can you say?
I enjoy
we
hummus.
love hummus. Mm-hmm. We eat it with vegetables, with chips,
Yeah.
with naan bread, on meat, on sandwiches.
I used to put it on my sandwiches.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes, it's delicious.
Instead of like a mayonnaise, you put some hummus on that bad boy.
But only either like the spicy hummus or the red pepper hummus, not the plain hummus on a sandwich. You need some more flavor. But anyway, I digress.
But plain hummus, you can eat anything. Anyway, yeah. We just had some Mediterranean food the other day for dinner with hummus. It was delicious.
It's so good.
The next item is the Impossible sausage and kale soup. This looks amazing, and it actually looks like it might come with a piece of naan bread.
Yeah, it looks
or
like
some sort of bread.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks really good. The next item is the boneless Impossible Korean short rib with cilantro lime rice, donmuji slaw, and kimchi mayonnaise. This sounds really good. Korean short ribs, I do enjoy a good Korean short rib. Since this is a Impossible short rib, meaning it's not meat, I probably will not try this.
No.
But I bet the flavor is good.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah. The next food item is a chocolate cake with whipped cassis mousse, raspberry gelato, and fresh raspberries. I wouldn't mind trying this. This looks delicious.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. It's like a little chocolate bar of cake, and it has like almost like whipped cream, but it's like layered on like a ribbon. Mm-hmm. And then you have like 3 raspberries on top, and then I guess those are mint leaves maybe, and the raspberry gelato on the side. Looks good. It says this is new, so I guess they didn't have this last year. It's a brand new item. Quickly, I'll go over the beverages at this location. They have a Twinings Energizing Matcha Cranberry and Lime Green Tea Drink, non-alcoholic. They have a Bloom Hazy IPA, and then a Twinings Energizing Matcha Cranberry and Lime Green Tea with lime vodka served in a mason jar.
So I wonder if, since they specifically say it's served in a mason jar, do I get to keep the mason jar?
It sounds like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
curious.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's a very good question, though. Because it doesn't say souvenir mason jar, it just says mason jar.
It does not say souvenir mason jar. It's one of the few drinks that specifically says what kind of, it says the jar instead of just a drink. So who knows? So the next one we have is the Refreshment Outpost. And here you have 2 food options, which are more like snacks, not really food. You have a pineapple skewer with tahini seasoning. I like tahini on my fruit, specifically pineapple and watermelon.
Yeah. It's
delicious. I'm probably not going to get this at Disneyland because I got to eat so many other foods. But if it's really hot, like this festival is going on for a long time. So if you're there in the middle of June or July, this is probably, and it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, this is probably going to be the best thing ever because you're going to be hot. It's going to just be so refreshing. So I think this is a good option. It's just not really probably going to apply to us because we won't be there in the summer, but it's a good option. And then you also have a tangerine soft serve. I'm like, that sounds kind of good. Like,
yeah, that I wouldn't mind trying that.
Yeah, it sounds refreshing too. And then for your beverages, you have a tangerine cream ale, a blueberry lemonade hard cider, which sounds kind of good. It's different. Like totally not the same thing, but like a lemon blueberry coffee cake is really good. So a lemon blueberry lemonade would probably be good. So, and your last option is an organic blonde ale with passion fruit. So
yeah, the drinks at this location, I think I'd be more excited about, specifically the tangerine cream ale and the blueberry lemonade. I think I'm more excited about those than the food offerings. Although the tangerine soft serve
sounds kind of good.
That could be a sleeper for a really good treat.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next booth location, and I'm not sure how to say this. I'm going to do my best. It's in Germany. It's called the Bauernmarkt. Hopefully that's right. It's a farmer's market, is what it says. The food item offerings are a potato pancake with house-made applesauce. Sounds pretty decent. We have also a potato pancake with caramelized ham, onions, and herb sour cream. No? Sounds good?
I think that sounds good.
Yeah. Caramelized ham and onions? Sign me up. This next one, I think, is the picture.
I think so.
I think when we were going over it last time, we determined it was the picture here. It's a toasted pretzel bread topped with Black Forest ham and melted Gruyere. Did I say it right?
Pretty close.
Gruyere cheese.
Yeah.
All right. And so, based on the picture, it kind of reminds me of almost like a clam chowder bowl. Now, I know this isn't a soup. It's the ham and the cheese. Kind of like just a cheese sauce, I guess, is going to become. But it looks delicious.
Yes.
Yeah, like this would be good like in the evening time once it cools down to warm up. I bet you this is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we can get it with the dessert offering they have at this location, which is the warm cheese strudel with mixed berries.
Yes, please.
And then I'll tell you what the beverage offerings are real quick. They have a Hugo Lager, a premium Pilsner, a raspberry Radler. That sounds good. Here's another German word. See if I can say it. An Apfelschornwein. It's a sparkling wine and apple liqueur. Sounds good. And then you can also, at this location, of course, get a beer flight of the offerings there. What do you think about this one?
Actually, this one sounds good.
Yeah.
The beers don't really sound that intriguing to me.
Yeah.
But it's a Germany booth, so how can you not have beer in Germany? I'm just saying. But if
only they could include some Belgian beers.
Yeah. But that's not Germany.
I know.
Warm cheese streusel with mixed berries is what I'm most excited for because I love, and I know it's not the same thing, but the picture looks similar. I love cheese danishes, and so this makes me think of a cheese danish. And the ones that I get from the gas station sometimes are cheese and berries. So this is probably going to be right up my alley. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the next booth, I don't think I should talk about at all.
Okay, I'll talk about it. And the reason why she says that is because this is in the American Adventure Pavilion. It's called the, I almost said Mongolian. That's all right. Magnolia Terrace. And this is basically an offering of just seafood. And Kyosha is unfortunately allergic to seafood. She can't eat any of that. No shrimp, no oysters, mussels, crawfish, crabs, none of that.
None of it.
And this is what this location has, all of it. So
it sounds delicious, though.
Yeah, it sounds delicious. The pictures look amazing. Since she can't eat any of it, I probably won't stop and get anything here. But we'll see.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I usually get shrimp anytime we go out for dinner. If there's shrimp dish on the menu, I usually will get it because that's my only time to get shrimp. So the first dish here is the Southern Seafood Boil. So it has shrimp, mussels, crawfish, potatoes, corn, and andouille sausage. It looks amazing. It does. It looks really good, actually. I mean, I don't know. There's no prices on this, but based on the bowl they're showing, this has to be at least $20. I mean, at least, if not more.
It's a pretty big bowl.
Yeah.
And shrimp is usually expensive, and mussels are usually expensive.
Yeah. When
you get them in other restaurants, so.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a really small cup, but I mean, I'm seeing three mussels in this.
Yeah.
I'm seeing two corns. I'm seeing 2 corns. I'm seeing 3 or 4 crawfish. Looks like a couple mussels right there. I don't even. There's a big jumbo shrimp. It looks like. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I don't think they're going
not
to give you that much.
Yeah, maybe not $20, but I mean, it looks like it's a lot.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe they just did a good job of placing it in the bowl.
Maybe.
All right. The next dish is a spicy chicken gumbo with andouille sausage and Ben's original long grain and wild rice. Sounds delicious. Looks delicious. It says it's new for this year. Mm-hmm. So that's a nice treat. The next food item is a grilled oysters with Cajun butter. That sounds so good. I might actually have to get a couple things from this.
So, like we said earlier, only the two of us are going to Epcot. The rest of our group is not going to be going to Epcot. If we were going with the rest of the group, I'm pretty sure this would be a must stop. And I'm not going to... If Shane wants to stop here, let's do it.
She'll let me.
Let's do it. I just can't eat anything. I'll just get something from somewhere else. So it's just...
it's hard though, because like you were saying, we usually share just the dishes just so we can try as much as we want. Right, and then maybe something that we really, really like, we go back and get a second serving of. But this is, I mean, you can't eat any of this. So.
None of it.
Yeah.
I mean...
Maybe you might be able to do the spicy chicken gumbo.
Maybe.
With andouille sausage, but it depends on how they cook the andouille sausage.
Yes.
And if there's any cross-contamination with the other items. And so usually it's just easier to, play that safe.
And some of the gumbos that I've seen in other restaurants, they do put... shellfish in the gumbo too. It's not listed here, so they probably aren't going to, but we're just gonna have to ask questions. Actually, at a few different booths we're gonna have to ask some questions, because we're doing this our second day in Orlando, so I'm gonna have a lot of days after this that I need to be well and not sick, so I need to just be really careful so that way I don't have basically an allergy attack sort of thing. So, because I really want to enjoy all my Disney parks.
Yeah. And this one has a sweet treat. It's the pecan praline. And just normal pecan praline. And it looks good. The beverage offerings here is a Bayou cocktail. This has spiced rum, coconut rum, fruit punch, and Minute Maid orange juice.
That sounds kind of good.
Sounds good.
So you can go get oysters and I'll get a drink.
Yeah. They have an orange coriander wheat ale. They also have an American light ale and a double IPA. And then, of course, they mentioned a beer flight as well. So, yeah, all the stuff sounds really good here.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, next up, we have the Tangerine Cafe. I'm not sure if I said that right, but this is going to be at the Tangerine Cafe Flavors of Medina. This is going to be in Morocco. And just on a side note, when we went to Epcot last time, there was a restaurant in Morocco that had different hummuses, but it was a sit-down restaurant only, and we didn't have time. We couldn't stop and sit down and try those hummuses. So,
well, we could have. We just decided not to.
Yeah,
because we only spent a few hours in Epcot.
Yeah, so we were trying to do too many things, and so we didn't get to stop. So maybe I can go have hummus at that place if it's still open, because it was like a sampler tray, and they had all these hummuses, and it looked so delicious. And like we said, we love hummus, so maybe we'll try that. But at this place, they have for the festival, they have a Mediterranean flatbread with za'atar, artichokes, olives, mozzarella, and feta cheese. That sounds pretty good.
It says it's new for this year too. Yeah, it sounds good. It looks good. This isn't something that's just like calling out to me. It's probably one of those based on just like reading the description and seeing it in the picture. I can take it or leave it. Yeah. It's there. I think partially too it has olives, so I don't like olives. We both don't like olives actually. And but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's delicious.
And then for dessert, they have vanilla, rosewater, and pistachio panna cotta. And I'm not sure that I've ever really had this. It doesn't look that appetizing to me. It looks pretty. It's a little rose. I think we we'll probably pass on this one, but we'll see once we get there if we change our minds.
Yeah. I think the things, and I'll let you go over them real quick, but I think the things that most excite me about this booth is the beverages.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the beverages, you have a pomegranate mimosa, a ginger and elderberry ale, a pomegranate hard cider, a blackberry mint mead, or you can get a flight.
This might be a spot that I want to for sure get the flight.
We might get the flight here too.
Like I'm very partial to hard ciders. I like a good apple cider, a good pear cider. Mm-hmm. So like a pomegranate hard cider just sounds like it was gonna be delicious. Like
the frozen pomegranate drink at the Cozy Cone in DCA is delicious. I think it was a frozen pomegranate lemonade that you get from the Cozy Cone. It was delicious. Actually, all the frozen treats at the Cozy Cone that we tried, Shane had the regular lemonade.
I think the lemonade was better than pomegranate.
And I had the pomegranate lemonade. It was delicious. You can also get in one of the Cozy Cones an alcoholic coffee of some sort. It was like a frosted something. But anyway, they were all delicious in the Cozy Cone if you're going to Disneyland. Anyway. So, Shane, you want to take on the next one? Yeah, so the next booth here is La Isla Fresca. It's going to be located between Morocco and France. And so the food options here is going to all involve cheese. So we have the arepas, I think is how we said that, topped with melted queso fresco. That sounds really good. I mean, it almost just looks like, I don't know if this is right or not, but like an English muffin or some sort of like bread. Arepas, but it looks good. And then we also have an arepa topped with shrimp, crushed avocado, and tomato sauce. That looks good as well. We have an arepa topped with chorizo. That says that's new for this year. And then for the sweet treat, food, we have a coconut tres leches. It's a vanilla cake soaked in oat milk, almond milk, and coconut milk with toasted coconut. So I know you don't really like tres leches, but this might be something that I will try. I mean, the one thing I will say about this is I think this would be good for someone who has any kind of dairy or lactose allergy, because these are all dairy-free, lactose-free milks. And so this might be the one time that someone could try this type of cake without having issues. I'm not really into this kind of cake. It's too mushy. It's just not my thing. But, not really my thing.
Yeah, and this might be one that we'll have, if we do eat from here, because there's shrimp, we're gonna have to ask, okay, is the chorizo near the shrimp? And it's just gonna be, we'll have to be careful.
Did you use the same utensils?
Yeah.
You know. But...
Yeah, because even if it's in contact, she'll get sick. So
I'm a problem child.
Like the genie said in Aladdin, it's not a pretty picture.
It's not.
The beverages here, we have a tropical breeze, which is a lemonade, grapefruit juice, and simple syrup. Non-alcoholic, and it says it's new for this year. That sounds really good. Sounds very refreshing. They also have a coconut key lime ale. That's intriguing. That's going to be... I know I'm not going to be able to try all these, so I'm going to have to really pick and choose once we're there. And I might even have to go through and like review this again just for myself.
And then rank them.
And then like, okay, must tries, would like to try kind of thing, and just...
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
You know.
It's going to be so hard, but make sure you're subscribed, stay tuned. So when we actually come back, we'll talk about what we had there. The next drink here, the next beverage is a Tropical Perception White Sangria. And then, so that's not really speaking to me, but I'm not really a fan of sangria. I don't know what a white sangria is. I guess it's just not red.
Maybe it's made with white wine instead of red wine.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense, huh? Tropical Breeze with rum. That's a new item as well.
That sounds good. I could go for that. Now, I'm going to let you talk about this particular one also.
Thank you.
Because this is the one that Shane is like so excited about, so geeking out about, and Yeah.
Yeah.
So take it away, Shane.
Thank you. Yeah, when we recorded this episode the first time with no audio, when I got to this, I was like, yes, this is the one.
Yes.
So join me as I
relive the
excitement and share with you this incredible menu. So this is going to be the Farmer's Feast, which will be near Test Track. And so this is actually the one, and again, this is our first time going to this festival. Mm-hmm. So I'm sounds like this might be something that they do every year. Let us know in the comments below if you know. Looks like the menu changes throughout the festival. Mm-hmm. And so the first menu is called the Early Bloom menu, and it's available between March 2nd and April 9th. So a little over a month. And so the first food item is a chilled potato and leek soup with chive oil and crispy leeks. It says it's new for this year. Actually, all three of these things for this first menu is all new. That sounds delicious. The next item, which I'm definitely looking forward to and going to try, this may be the one item that we have to get our own. Yeah. But we'll see how we are if we're not that hungry. But it's a char-grilled bison ribeye with creamy leek fondue, roasted carnival cauliflower, Romanesco, and port wine goat cheese butter.
You had me at ribeye.
Let that sink in. That just sounds...
Yeah.
This picture is phenomenal. I know we haven't been showing the pictures to you guys, but look at how gorgeous that is. I mean...
I told you he was geeking out about the steak. I mean, ribeye. What more is there to say?
And so for those of you listening to this on the podcast, I apologize. You're not going to see that picture of this. But
make sure you're following us on Instagram, because we'll take a picture of it and post it on our Instagram when we eat it.
There you go.
And we'll post it of not us eating it, but actually the food. So, you know. Yeah.
The sweet treat for this menu is a goat cheese creamsicle. Sorry, let me try that again. A goat cheese creamsicle pop. It's goat cheese, crema, orange cream, olive oil cake, cranberry sauce, and praline. I'm not sure how this is going to taste because I don't eat goat cheese all the time. I don't mind it. I've had it in things, but it's not one of those things I like go out of my way to try. But it's messing with my mind that it's a goat cheese popsicle, basically.
So this sounds very strange for us, but I think it's going to be just strange enough to be good.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of going to be a little like a cheesecake. Maybe like a cheesecake pop.
Okay. All right.
That's my thought on it.
Yeah.
But for me, this is very different. So this is going to be one of those must tries for me, just because it's so different.
Yeah, try something that you can't normally get somewhere else.
I can't get somewhere else. So we'll let you know. But yeah, I think it's going to be a cheesecakey.
Yeah. So again, those three items that I just mentioned are available only through March 2nd through April 9th. And that's called the Early Bloom menu. Now, the next set of dates are April 10th through May 21st. And this is what's called the Springtime menu. They're going to have a grilled vegetable bruschetta with marinated peppers, zucchini, squash, artichokes, goat cheese, and balsamic glaze on a grilled ciabatta. It says that's new for this year as well. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. I'm just kind of sad we're not going to be there for those dates.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds good. They also have an herb-crusted spring lamb with marbled potatoes, spring vegetables, and red wine butter sauce. That sounds amazing also. And then there's a sweet treat that has a strawberry rhubarb upside-down cake with creme fraiche whipped cream. Did I say that right?
Good job, right. Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche, finally got it. Yeah, I mean, this sounds great. The next set of dates is is May 22nd through the end of the festival, July 4th. And this menu is called the Summer Solstice menu. The first food offering is a tomato and cornbread panzanella with burrata cheese and fresh basil. I don't know what's a panzanella. Is it like a piece of bread or something? It's corn. Well, it says cornbread.
I think it's going to be like a toast or bread,
Okay.
like a, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what I think.
So that sounds good. Yeah, it's almost like bruschetta then.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah, but it's cornbread. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds pretty good. This next item, I'm kind of sad. Unless we don't book another trip, I won't be trying this. But this is something I wouldn't mind trying. Barbecue seared pork tenderloin with summer succotash, herb butter, and grapefruit vinaigrette. Mwah. Chef's kiss, baby.
Yes, it does sound good.
Sounds delicious.
And if you're a Costco member, Costco's running a sale on Disney planning trips until February 28th. And they also have deals other times. So we might just end up booking another trip. No, we really can't.
We looked at that, and it's dates that we can't go, I don't think, right?
It's dates we can't go, and, we need to work at some point to make money to plan to go on these trips. So
I know we were able to go on a few trips here recently, and mainly because we, if you listen to one of our earlier episodes, we had planned a trip to go to Japan, and we were actually going to while we were there, obviously we were going to go to Tokyo Disney, and so but because of the travel restrictions, still they were only allowing business travel. We weren't able to go. We would have been there this month, and we would have just gotten back. I think like last week, or earlier this week. Would have gotten back, and we were going to be there for almost 2 weeks. So once we knew we weren't going to go there, we were kind of able to redivert those flights and those funds for some of these trips. So that's why we were able to do all these extra Disney trips this year, which is nice. Which is nice for us. I'm not complaining one bit at all. I'm a little sad because Japan has been on our if you want to call quote unquote bucket list forever. Yeah. But all right, let's get back to it. I know this is a long list, and so we want to wrap it up for y'all. Let's see. I don't think I mentioned the last thing yet, did I? The last menu item for this is a whole lot of melon. That's what it's called, a whole lot of melon. It's a feta cheesecake with watermelon curd, pickled watermelon rind, watermelon caramel, and compressed watermelon. It says it's new for this year. This to me does not sound appetizing. Even looking at the picture, to be honest, does not sound appetizing to me. I know it's not, but when I hear the word curd, all I can think of is a cheese curd. So when I hear watermelon curd, I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm sure the word curd has a meaning like, a ball of something. I don't know. But maybe it'll be good. It's feta cheesecake. I don't know. We won't be there to try it, so I won't have to worry. I don't have to worry about it. All right. So like I said, those 3 different menus throughout the festival for those. But it looks like the entire time they have 2 beverage offerings. And so the first one is a raspberry lemon verbena whole leaf steeped sparkling hard tea. Okay. Sounds good. Then they also have a hibiscus lemonade cocktail featuring hibiscus gin.
This sounds interesting to me because I like hibiscus tea. So this might be good. I don't know. It's not really on my must have.
Yeah, so far I wouldn't say these are my must haves for drinks.
But it sounds interesting.
Yeah. So this is this one is located again near Test Track. So all right. Yeah. Nice.
All right. So now we're gonna go over to the United Kingdom, and the booth is called Cider House, and their food offerings, the first one is going to be a BLT scone with Newski's applewood smoked bacon, sun-dried tomato, and basil. And when you look at the picture, it kind of, Shane compared it to, it looks like a cookie. So this is intriguing to me. I've never had a savory scone. I've only had sweet scones where you kind of dip it in your tea or your coffee. So this is something interesting that I definitely would be interested in trying. The other food option, your sweet treat for this booth is going to be a dark chocolate raspberry tart with whipped cream. That sounds good, but again, it's not like a must-have. It's just a maybe. So your beverages, though, at this place, we might need to come here for the beverages because you have a pink lemonade hard cider, a watermelon hard cider, a triple jam hard cider, pure brewed organic lager, a snake bite, which is a triple jam hard cider, and a purebred organic lager. Or
pure brewed.
Oh, pure. Sorry, pure brewed.
Yeah, it's long. It's easy to, yeah.
Or you can get a cider flight. So
yeah, I might have to get the flight.
I think we might have to get the flight because the pink lemonade sounds really good. The watermelon sounds really good. I'm not sure what triple jam is, but let's just throw that in there.
I don't know, but this is definitely my joint and my jam.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
take the next one.
Okay.
So now we're going to Canada, and we're going to the Northern Bloom booth. The food items, we have a seared scallops with French green beans, butter potatoes, brown butter vinaigrette, and applewood smoked bacon. You can't have this.
Here's another one.
But I can, and it sounds delicious. But listen to this next one.
Yes.
Beef tenderloin tips, mushroom bordelaise sauce, and whipped potatoes with garden vegetables.
I'm down. Let's eat that.
Looks delicious.
Yeah.
And I am actually super excited for this dessert at this place too. At the Northern Bloom. It's called a griddled maple pound cake with warm peach compote and sweet corn gelato. That sounds good. We might have to get that around the same time in the evening as we get that soup.
Oh, the Gruyere.
Because wasn't that one?
Oh, yeah.
Was that one in Canada or was that in Germany?
I think that was in Germany.
Okay. Well, that's gonna.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll just get it.
We'll get it all.
But move on to the beverages.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. The beverages. Oh yeah. Okay. So the beverages here. There's a lot of good beverages. We have a maple popcorn shake.
Oh my gosh. So, maple popcorn. So before we went on our first trip, I watched all these YouTube videos about all the different foods or whatever. And maple popcorn was one of the ones that kept coming up over and over and over again. So when we got to Epcot, I told Shane, we have to get maple popcorn. That was the first thing we did. And it was so good. Like, I wanted to walk all the way back to Canada and get more, like, to eat on my way to the car, on my way, like, to have it in the room and everything. So this maple popcorn shake is kind of a must-do for me, in addition to, like, 3 or 4 packages or, like, buckets of the maple popcorn.
She already has it planned out. She's gonna get 2 pop buckets or bags of popcorn, maple popcorn specific, and take it back to the room.
Yeah. Because my friends...
But you're going to share with our friends who aren't going to Epcot with us. So.
My friends aren't going to Epcot, so they're not going to have maple popcorn. And they have babies. Not babies, but they have kids. And I think the kids would enjoy it. And plus, maybe they don't like it and I just eat it all. It's fine.
All right. The rest of these beverages, we have a blonde ale. We have a blueberry fruit beer. Sounds good. We have an apricot with maple syrup blonde ale. And a maple popcorn shake with maple rye whiskey.
So let me know down in the comments below. Should I do alcoholic or non-alcoholic on the shake? I can't decide. I'm getting the shake either way. I'm just not sure if I should get it with alcohol or without.
I vote for non, but that's just me. But let us know in the comments below what you would do. All right, you want to get this next one?
Okay. Let's go over to Mexico. This is a really fun place anyway. The real Mexico and the Mexico in Epcot. Anyway, now I might be saying this wrong because it's spelled with a J. So is this Hardin?
I would say Hardin.
Hardin de Fiestas.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's the Spanish way to say that, but over in Mexico, they have something that we are going to have to try. And they have an enchilada de mole negro, which is a chipotle chicken in a corn tortilla with mole negro, avocado mousse, crema mexicana, and queso fresco. This is new for this year, but I mean, it's a mole enchilada. Like, how can you not, like, I'm sure it's going to be good. Like, how can you not?
Real quick, there's a restaurant in San Antonio that we go to. We live in Houston that Kyosha really likes. And every time we go to San Antonio, we go to this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called the Iron Cactus.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a brisket enchilada with mole sauce. And she just loves it. She gets it every time.
Every time.
It's good. So this kind of reminds me of that. And I know we're going to have to get it.
And I want it so badly. I want them to just give me a container of mole sauce so I can bring it home and make my own enchiladas with their sauce. I'll pay for it. It's fine. Like, I just want the sauce so I can make my own because it's never enough enchiladas. But anyway, also back to Epcot, they also have a taco. It's called a taco vampiro. I don't know.
Vampiro, maybe?
Vampiro. It's a barbacoa beef. It's barbacoa beef in a corn tortilla with crispy grilled mozzarella, Monterey Jack cheese, salsa ranchera, and esquetes.
Your guess is as good as mine on that.
I'm not sure what that is, but I kind of want it just so I can know what it is. But
also new for this year, it says.
Also new, yeah. And then you also have a tostada de chorizo. This is a plant-based chorizo and black beans on a crispy corn tortilla with avocado mousse and queso fresco. So,
also new for this year.
Also new. So it's good. They have some meat options and then some vegetarian options. So people, everyone kind of has a option, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then for your beverages, you have a poppy flower margarita, which is made with tequila blanco, hibiscus flower tea, cucumber juice, aperitivo
maybe?
Aperitivo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And blackcurrant liqueur with a chili lime rim.
Chili salt rim, yeah.
And then a hypnotic margarita, which is a tequila blanco, mezcal, rosemary syrup, cognac, and lemon juice. And then, of course, you have your craft Mexican lager. So, some pretty good options there, I think.
Yeah. Now, join me over in China as we go to the Lotus House booth. The food items here we have are a spicy mala chicken skewer. It's new for this year. And a house-made cheesy crab wontons. But based on the picture, both look good. Both sound good. Not sure if we'll get them, but definitely I wouldn't mind trying them. The beverages, I think this might be the base. I'm trying to just do it off the top of my head because we didn't really prepare for this video, even though we reviewed it again, like I said, without the audio, that we weren't able to record it. But I think this might be the most unique drinks of any of the booths.
Yeah.
So the first beverage is a rose bubble milk tea. It says it's new for this year. It's also non-alcoholic. They have a jasmine draft beer. They have a Marco Boba, which is amaretto, iced coffee, milk, and boba. Then we have a Kung Fu Punch, which has vodka, triple sec, mango, orange juice, and soda water. And if you couldn't hear, Kyosha was singing Kung Fu Fighting.
Everyone was Kung Fu Fighting.
Or in this case, Kung Fu Drinking.
Yes.
And then the last beverage is Tang Dynasty. It has tequila gold, light rum, strawberry pina colada mix, white boba pearls, and soda water. So, I don't know if I'm going to try anything from here. There's the Kung Fu Punch sounds good. The Tang Dynasty sounds interesting, but I'm not a huge fan of pina colada. So, I don't know if I'll try it. But I do like a good, I do like pearls, like the tapioca pearls. So I may end up getting something from here.
Alrighty, so let's go travel on down to Italy now. And we're going to go to the Primavera Kitchen. And so you have fried risotto balls stuffed with braised beef, served with grape tomato salad and a balsamic emulsion. It almost looks like rice meatballs, which sounds weird, but also sounds delicious. So I'm interested to see how this goes. You also have a ravioli with sweet sausage ravioli with sweet corn, spring vegetables, and cream sauce.
That sounds great. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have something called a bomboloni. I'm not sure if I said that right, but It's basically a cream-filled Italian donut with raspberry sauce and powdered sugar. And that sounds delicious. I mean, it's a donut.
It sounds delicious, and the picture looks amazing.
Delicious. Like, it looks like amazing. I can't wait to try that. This is probably the most ununique drink options of all the booths. But basically, you have your Pilsner, your Pinot Grigio, your Chianti, your Prosecco, your Rosa Regale, your Moscato, your Italian. You have an Italian white sangria with Prosecco, and then Italian red sangria with Cabernet. I'm getting all tongue twisted. You have
how much of these drinks have you tried already?
I haven't had anything to drink yet. Italian red sangria with Cabernet Sauvignon, and then you have your Italian margarita with limoncello and tequila.
Yeah. Have you ever had limoncello? It's delicious. I don't know if I've ever had limoncello with tequila though. But that might be worth trying. The Italian margarita. Yeah. I mean, we can't go wrong with Italian food and wines or this is gonna be a good booth.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop on over to Japan. We're gonna go to the Hanami booth. We have a frushi, not a sushi. We have a fruit sushi. We have strawberry, pineapple, and cantaloupe wrapped in a sweet rice and pink soy wrap, served with whipped cream, berry sauce, and toasted coconut. So definitely more on the sweeter side. It's a sweet treat, kind of a dessert. That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to get that. We have a chicken yakitori, grilled chicken with scallions, red pepper shoyu. Not shoyu, sorry. Red pepper shoyu emulsion and pickled onions.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds delicious as well. We have a beef tataki served with seared sirloin with red shiso sauce, watermelon radish, and sprouts. That sounds pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
The beverages are the yuzu tilted tonic hard seltzer, an ozeki pineapple nagori sake, cucumber cooler, which is a sake with vodka and cucumber garnished with a cucumber slice. Overall, nothing really stands out to me as something I have to must try. The frushi sounds interesting. Chicken yakitori and the beef tataki. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're good, and but I don't know. They're just not maybe they're not unique enough. I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm sure they're going to be delicious, and
I'm sure it's delicious.
No problem trying them. Yeah,
we love Japanese food,
mm-hmm.
so I'm sure they're going to be delicious. It's just not something when there's so many unique choices. This is probably low on our list of priorities.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you want to travel over onto France now?
Yes, France. So this is called Fleur de Lis, and you have some pretty good options here. You have a croissant au fromage de chèvre, herbs et à rôti. So basically, it's a croissant with goat cheese, herbs, and roasted garlic. So that sounds pretty good. And this is new for this year. And then you have a pan bagnat classique, which is going to be a spin on your niçoise salad, which is like a tuna salad. So it's kind of like a tuna salad sandwich. But the niçoise sandwich is made with house-made bread, albacore tuna, mayonnaise, tomato, black olives, lettuce, and celery. Again, this is something new for this year. And then you have a salade de lentils à la lyonnaise, which is a French green lentil salad with bacon and garlic sausage. And then you have a beignet caramelise, 4 cream vanilla glaze on un caramel for de sel, which is a really long French thing that I probably messed way up. But it's a caramelized beignet filled with vanilla cream and glazed with caramel fleur de sel, which is like a flower, I think.
You had me at beignet.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a donut. Here you have, for your beverage options, you have French wheat draft beer, a very raspberry, which is a rosé wine with natural raspberry flavor, a grand mimosa cocktail with orange liqueur, champagne, and orange juice. And then you have La Vie en Rosé frozen slush, which is made with vodka, orange vodka, and liqueur with white and red cranberry juice.
A lot of good options at this dish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at this booth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just overall in general, this festival has tons of options. So it's going to be hard to choose what we want, and we know we're not going to get everything. We'll just do the best we can and enjoy it. It looks like they have a funnel cake too. I can't tell if this is at. I don't think this is at the France location. It seems like this might just be something they have at maybe just around in a few other spots. But they have a funnel cake, which is a strawberry cheesecake funnel cake topped with strawberry ice cream, cheesecake crumbles, strawberry drizzle, and whipped cream. It says it's new for this year. Mm-hmm. It looks amazing. And then I know for a lot of the festivals, Joffrey's usually has different types of special drinks. And even for the 50th anniversary, I know that they're having special drinks too. And so it looks like they have 4 different drinks this year. It looks like they're all refreshers. In World Discovery, which is going to be the Joffrey's near Mission Space, they're going to have a minty melon refresher. And so it's a lightly caffeinated blend of water, melon, cucumber, mint juice with strawberries and blueberries. At the Joffrey's near Canada, they have a strawberry fields refresher. So it's a lightly caffeinated blend of strawberry acai juice with strawberries and blueberries. And then near Disney Traders, the Joffrey's near there's a pink paradise refresher. It's a lightly caffeinated blend of refreshing dragon fruit, lychee juice. There's my lychee again, got to get it, with strawberries and blueberries. And then they have another one called the American Adventure. Oh, I'm sorry. It's in the American Adventure Pavilion. And it's called the Wildberry Wonder Refresher. It's a lightly caffeinated blend of wildberry hibiscus juice with strawberries and blueberries. And all 4 of these are new. And all 4 of them you can get with a vodka attached to it. So for the minty melon refresher, you could add a watermelon basil vodka. For the strawberry fields refresher, you can add a strawberry lemongrass vodka. For the pink paradise refresher, you can add the watermelon basil vodka again. And then for the wildberry wonder refresher, you can add a tropical rum. So that's the only one that's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Of the 4 drinks, the only 2 that I'm really interested in trying from here would be the strawberry fields refresher and then the pink paradise. I think is going to be at the top of my list only because it has lychee. But oh my gosh, I mean, there's just going to be so many options to try.
Many.
Yeah.
We are we're so excited to go. We can't wait. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy trip because we're doing a lot in a short period of time. And when we get back, we'll tell you about it. But that's just my little teaser for our trip. But we're super excited. We can't wait to, share it with you, post more videos about it, especially about this festival and going for the first time.
Yeah. What I like about our just trying to real quick here, what I like about our upcoming trip though is like our first time Disney World, which was in November, that to me was a very short trip. And we knew going in we weren't going to be able to see everything. Right. So being able to go back, spending the entire day in Epcot, because this trip, we're going to be in Orlando for a week. We're only going to the parks 4 days. And one day at each park. And we're not doing park hoppers. We're just going to spend the entire day in that park just so we can get the full experience of that park. Excuse me. And, then we're going to have some off days and just do some other things around in the Orlando area. But yeah, so it's not... I don't feel like it's going to be a short trip, and
it's not going to be a short trip. It's going to be a crazy.
Oh, crazy trip! You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Crazy fun.
Oh, I gotcha. But yeah,
we're going to be doing a lot.
We're going to be a lot. Yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun though.
We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're so excited.
So thanks for joining us on this episode. Yeah. It was a nice, long, fun episode talking about food. I mean, You know, I'm sure you're hungry now. We're hungry. We already ate dinner, but we're going to go eat again. No, not really. Might have a snack or two.
I'm going to have some ice cream.
Ooh, ice cream.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Please hit that like button if you're on YouTube. Consider subscribing here on YouTube or on your favorite podcasting app. Please leave us a rating and review. It really does help us out and grow our show. And until next time, stay happy, friends.